All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad. Just look at this shit, man, it's crazy. The world is getting worse and worse, by the day. And the more the world get worse, the more these judgments is gonna start coming on these people, man. The more sin and iniquity that this world pile on, the faster our salvation is gonna come. And this world is getting more wicked by the day. You know what I mean? So let's check out this article real quick. I guess you pronounce it New Delhi, India, and it says a doctor is planning a womb transplant for a trans woman, which is a man that was born a male, but he's trying to transition into being a woman, which you can't biologically do that. You can only do that basically based on appearance. Appearance-wise, you can transition into a woman, but genetically and biologically, you cannot transform sexes. But physically, you can. Looking, you can probably you got men out there that do actually look like women, but biologically, and genetically they are male by birth. So this is a man that's trying to transition into being more like a woman. Let's just put it that way. And it says a new Delhi surgeon hopes to carry out the first uterus transplant into a transgender woman. Man, that's just reading that. You get sick just reading that. You know what I mean? It's sick and wicked to even just think about something like that. All the judgments that these nations and these cities, these kingdoms got in the past. How would you people think that the Most High, who you people call God, is not going to judge this place even worse? Because now today they have the technology to carry sin out on a whole new level. This is an abomination we're talking about. It literally says in the Bible, just wearing women's clothes is an abomination. A man wearing a woman's garment, is an abomination. So this is on a whole new level of abomination. You're supposed to kill something like this with fire. You know what I mean? But let me continue. It says, once the uterine transplant is complete, the patient will attempt to become pregnant through IVF. And let me just go and show you brothers what that is real quick. I had to look it up myself. I didn't really know what it was until I looked it up. But it says IVF is in vitro fertilization. And it says during in vitro fertilization, eggs are removed from mature follicles within an ovary. So I guess they take eggs from an actual woman. And it says an egg is fertilized by injecting a single sperm into the egg or mixing the egg with sperm in a petri dish. The fertilized egg or embryo is transferred into the uterus. So I guess they basically in a petri dish or one of them little science dishes they have, they take an egg from an actual woman and they use the sperm from some other actual male, and they insert the sperm inside the egg to create a fertilized egg, and then once they create that fertilized egg, then they place it inside the uterus. So that's what IVF is, in vitro fertilization. So let me go back to the article real quick, and it says to become pregnant through IVF, and it says Dr. Narendra Kaushik said he hopes the surgery will enable trans women to carry children. That's man, hey, that's just off, man. That's just off. These people around the world, what I'm saying, they following these other nations, they following out the Esau so hard that they actually ahead of this man and doing the most wicked shit. It's like a competition between these other nations on who can do the most wicked shit, you know. But it says that this procedure has never been performed successfully. And I'm pretty sure Esau was the first one that introduced this type of procedure, because it says this procedure has never been performed successfully, which I'm pretty sure there are many people that was trying to be the first to make this procedure succeed, you know. And I bet all my money that Esau was the first one to introduce this procedure and was trying to be successful in doing it. Which man, you people probably not even gonna be successful in doing this, because it was a woman. She was bringing out some truth. You know, she was basically saying how a man's body isn't even designed to be stretched like that. You know, and the pelvis of a man is flexible as a woman, because a woman was pelvis and her body was is basically shaped to carry a child. A man's body isn't designed to carry children. Once a woman becomes pregnant, her organs and stuff in her body start moving around to make room for the child. And her pelvis is way more flexible. Her body can handle pushing out a child way more than a man can. You know, and even having a uterus, she was going into how trying to put a uterus inside a man is going to treat it like an infection, because it's not supposed to be there in the first place. So you might just die from an infection. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people done got judged trying to do this shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people done died trying to a lot of these gay ass trans women, they done died trying to get pregnant. Which basically all they trying to do is get the woman experience. You know, they want to do this just so they can get on the internet and start bragging about how they are basically real women, because they can do what real women go through. And they dying behind it just to prove a point that they can carry a child. You know, just to prove a point that they can carry a child, they willing to put their life on the line for it, just so they can get on the internet and brag to actual women how they are not that different. That's how fucked up this world is. You got men actually trying to outdo women and being women. You know what I mean? So you basically just got men out here that just want the woman experience. You know? So they actually dying behind this shit. You know, this procedure has never been performed successfully, which means there was many attempts to try to do this already. And their bodies was doing exactly what this woman was talking about. They was treating these men's bodies was treating this uterus like an infection. And it was trying to get that shit out, because it's not supposed to be there in the first place. You know, and it's all for clout, man. It's all for clout. That's the whole motivation behind these people trying to do this, just so they can brag about how men and women are basically the same. Only if you just have a procedure done, you can basically be a real woman. You know what I mean? So that's what. So it's a good thing that these people dying behind that shit anyway, because that's a judgment from the Most High. You know what I mean? But this shit is sick, man. People who go through shit like that. Imagine if that shit do become successful, and they do push a kid out or whatever. Imagine how fucked up the kid gonna be. You know, being raised by some shit like that. That shit is madness, man. That's why this place gotta go. That's why America has to go, because America is behind all this shit. I'm pretty sure America was the first ones that tried this procedure. You know, and now they got other nations trying to do this shit, because they didn't put the word out there that this can possibly come to fruition. You know what I mean? And these other nations, they following after Esau, they following after Babylon, trying to be the first ones to do the shit. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. But this is Isaiah 5:20, and it says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Exactly, because this world is fucking backwards. It says woe, which means destruction, unto them that call evil good and good evil. And that's exactly what these people do. They call evil things good. Then you got women today talking about they can't define what an actual woman is because they're not a biologist. Man, what's the world coming to, man? And now we see why this place has to be destroyed. We see why this place is gonna get burned with nuclear fire. Because all this shit is going on, and this is just the shit that we can see on the internet. It's a lot more that's going behind the scenes. Ain't no telling what kind of experiments that Esau got in these laboratories, mixing human and animal DNA. They got all kind of mixed creatures in these laboratories. You know what I mean? Because they don't mix the fucking rat with a fucking human. You know what I mean? So they got all kind of wicked shit that's going on that we don't even know about. And as we get closer to the end, these more of this shit is gonna start coming out. You know what I mean? We might something like that might make it to the internet. You know, of these people mixing human and animal DNA. So you mean to tell me you got men out here that transition into looking like a woman so much that you can't even tell? And then on top of that, they working on trying to have it where they can get pregnant and possibly carry a child, but they not in these underground labs mixing human and animal DNA and making all kind of abominations. Man, all this shit is going on. A lot of this shit just don't hit the internet. And we can see how wicked the shit that make it to the internet is. So only the Lord knows what these motherfuckers is doing behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, woe to those who call evil good and good evil. But I was just gonna come with a short lesson and let you brothers see all this bullshit that's going on around us, and show y'all a good reason why the Most High is gonna flatten this place. You know. So let me go ahead and give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.